Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good morning to the respective lecturer. YM TENGKU NORAZLAN bin TENGKU SULAIMAN. I am Syasya Hadirah Binti Zainudin, and my group mates are FARAH, NURSYAFIQAH and IMANINA. We'll be presenting on integration of Microsoft Office in teaching and learning for task 3 in this subject, technology for teaching and learning. For introduction, what is Microsoft Office? Microsoft Office can be seen as a mandatory application in our lives, especially in education. So teachers use it in teaching and learning, and Microsoft Office may assist teachers in resolving a wide range of issues, either in the form of tasks or by equipping them with the knowledge and abilities they will need to survive the globalization era. So as we know, technology is getting increased day by day. Next, what is in Microsoft Office? So Microsoft Office was primarily created to automate the manual office work with a collection of purpose-built applications. So it contains a word processor, a spreadsheet program, and a presentation program, an email client, a database management system, and a desktop publishing app. So Office is produced in several versions targeted towards different end users and computing environments. So the examples: Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, Microsoft PowerPoint, Microsoft Access, Microsoft Teams, and Microsoft OneNote. So the first one, I will be talking about Microsoft Excel. So Microsoft Excel, or also known as MS Excel, is commonly used in Microsoft Office. So it can be seen as data may be input into Microsoft Excel's spreadsheet program in the form of tables. Data analysis on an Excel spreadsheet is simple and easy. So an example of an Excel spreadsheet is shown in the image. What is Microsoft Excel for? So Microsoft Excel is known as a multi-purpose electronic spreadsheet that may be used for calculations, data organization, and analysis. And it can be utilized for a variety of tasks, including creating a simple household budget, a purchase order, and managing a complicated financial ledger for a medium-sized corporation. Alright, let's continue. So we have talked about the definition of Microsoft Excel. What is Microsoft Excel for? So now, what is in Microsoft Excel? So the first one is Home. Microsoft Excel comprises options like font size, font styles, font background, font color, background color, alignment, formatting options and styles, insertion and deletion of cells, and editing options. Next, Insert. Insert comprises options like table format and styles, inserting images and figures, adding graphs, charts and spark lines, header and footer option, equation and symbols. The third one is Page Layout. Page layout including themes, orientation, and page setup options are available under the page layout option. So what about formulas? Formulas, since tables with a large amount of data can be created in Microsoft Excel. Under this feature, you can add formulas to your table and get quicker solution. Fifth, Data. Adding external data from the web, filtering options, and data tools are available under this category, which is data. Review. Proofreading can be done for an Excel sheet like spell check in the review category, and a reader can add comments in this part. And the last one is View. Different views in which we want the spreadsheet to be displayed can be edited here. So options like to zoom in and zoom out and pin arrangement are available under this category. Now, Microsoft Excel features. There are many features that are available in Excel to make your life easier and better. So the first one is auto format. It allows you to select from a variety of preset table formatting options. Auto sum. It enables adding the contents of a cluster of adjacent cells, and list autofill is when a new item is added into the end of the list. The cell formatting is automatically extended. The fourth, auto shapes toolbar. It will let you design a variety of geometric shapes, including arrows, stars, and flowchart elements. You may create your own graphs using these shapes. Next, the feature is drag and drop. It is simply dragging the data with the mouse that will help you to reposition the text and data. Charts. The features will assist you in displaying your data graphically in the shape of pie, bar, line, and other charts. Shortcut menus. By pressing the right mouse button, commands that are relevant for the work you are performing are shown. And the last one is pivot table. It enables you to undertake data analysis and report generation, such as periodic financial statements, statistical reports, and etc. by flipping, summing, and adding data in a few seconds. So, graphical analysis of intricate data linkage is also a choice. So, as a teacher that use Microsoft Excel in teaching and learning, what is advantages? The advantages is any spreadsheet may be turned into a web page using Excel, so which teachers can then share with their students. So this method of boosting teaching effectiveness works well. Next, teachers may create a graphic presentation of any material using this tool, which is Microsoft Excel, and students are more likely to recall, to remember the lesson when the topic is presented in this way. So the last one is Excel is a great help for teachers and academic staff, like when it comes to understanding any student or academic related data. And Excel may be used to create a comparison analysis of various student and school data. So, how to use Microsoft Excel, and this is the example of using Microsoft Excel. The first one is to put school data. The second one is students data, like to put their information there. And the last one, the example of using Microsoft Excel is mark sheet. So this is really good for teachers and make the work easier. So I will be passing this presentation to FARAH NURSYAFIQAH. Thank you.
Thank you, Syasya Hadirah, for the clear and interesting explanation. I am FARAH NURSYAFIQAH, and now I will move to the next point, that is Microsoft Word. Before I delve further into the explanation, let's get to know about Microsoft Word first. So, what exactly is Microsoft Word? Microsoft Word is a word processing program created by Microsoft. It was created in 1983 by Charles Simonyi and Richard Brody. It is now the most widely used word processor software in education throughout the world. It has advanced features that enable people to format and edit their files and documents in the best possible way. It is considered as one of the simplest tools which can be integrated by both teachers and students in the teaching and learning process. Moving on, let us discuss the features of Microsoft Word. Its features are very versatile and flexible, particularly in the educational field. There are many features of Microsoft Word that can be integrated in teaching and learning. The first feature is Home. It contains all of the basic elements that are required to edit a document. For example, by using the Home feature, people can select their preferred font color, font size, font style, alignment, bullets, line spacing, and other options. As this feature provides numerous options, using Microsoft Word is not limited to a single function. Teachers and students can be creative in how they use the Home feature while completing their tasks based on the suitability of their documents. The next feature of Microsoft Word is Insert. This feature is accessible via the second tab on the menu bar. This feature allows you to insert various items into the document. To explain, tables, shapes, images, charts, graphs, symbols, text boxes, headers, footers, and page numbers can all be inserted. This feature assists teachers and students in making the document more interesting as it includes many interesting items rather than focusing only on words. On top of that, Microsoft Word also has the feature of Review. This feature consists of spell and grammar checks. It assists teachers and students in ensuring that their documents are error-free in terms of grammar and also spelling. This is important for teachers and students to show their capability in the English language. In addition, this feature also includes word counting tools. Instead of manually counting their words, teachers and students can save time by using the Review feature. They can still count their words, but in a short period of time and with little effort. Furthermore, another feature of Microsoft Word is References. By using the References feature, people can add references to a document and then create a bibliography at the end. This feature is useful especially for students who are working on their assignments. Students, as we all know, must write their references based on the latest APA format at the end of their assignments. Therefore, this references feature prevents them from having to manually type or use another application to create their references. Also, they do not need to refer to the correct citation format over and over again because this feature will do it for them. They only need to use the references feature and they are done. Last but not least, we have the design feature in Microsoft Word. The design feature includes document designs such as centered titles, offset headings, left justified text, page borders, watermarks, and page color. By using this feature, teachers and students can select the design that they want for the document. For example, they can use a green background for the document so that it does not look boring or monotonous. Choosing an appropriate design will make the document appear more attractive and interesting. From the features, we can see that Microsoft Word offers many advantages to the teachers and students in teaching and learning. First and foremost, incorporating Microsoft Word into teaching and learning facilitates teachers in creating effective teaching materials for students. This is because Microsoft Word has many interesting features that can enhance student understanding in the lesson. To demonstrate this, instead of using wordy paragraph, teachers can use smart art to create visual charts or mind maps to explain their lesson clearly and in a fun way. By doing this, students will enjoy the lesson as it is not boring, thus allowing them to better understand the concept. Therefore, it is clear that Microsoft Word assists teachers in creating effective teaching materials for students' learning. Aside from that, another advantage of incorporating Microsoft Word into teaching and learning is that it helps in language learning. This is due to the fact that Microsoft Word includes a dictionary that allows students to expand their vocabulary. Without leaving the software, students can learn new words of the language. Moreover, Microsoft Word includes spelling and grammar checkers as well as thesaurus that teaches about synonyms. Thereby, teachers can use Microsoft Word to conduct language learning activities such as spelling activities, synonym search activities, and grammar activities. In this way, students can easily learn about language by using Microsoft Word. Lastly, incorporating Microsoft Word into teaching and learning benefits in making notes. Both teachers and students can make class notes on Microsoft Word. They can make attractive notes that are compact and interesting to read by inserting colorful pictures and diagrams. They can write as much as they want in Microsoft Word instead of worrying about finishing the pages as in the notebook. As a result, Microsoft Word aids in making notes during the teaching and learning process. Moving on, these are the examples of using Microsoft Word. As we can see here, the first example is note-taking in Microsoft Word. It applies colorful highlights to emphasize the important points. The next one is an example of doing assignment in Microsoft Word. Meanwhile, the last one is an example of preparing teaching materials in Microsoft Word. The teaching materials apply the usage of mind map to explain the lesson. The next part is on how to produce an interesting Microsoft Word document. First and foremost, we must keep it simple. As the saying says, less is more. We need to keep our language concise and avoid using any wordy statements. Our content must be simple to read and understand. Additionally, we must employ a uniform font size and color. We must select readable font sizes for the reader. In general, corporate and academic writings employ 12-point font size. We can also use colored text for important points that need more attention while creating digital documents. To accentuate the text, we can also utilize the bold and italic functions. Finally, we must include an image between each paragraph. Images can make our documents appear more appealing. For instance, we can center a line graph, charts, and tables and place them between paragraphs. We have to avoid including images inside paragraph as they can make your work difficult to read. Now, I will pass this presentation to IMANINA.
Thank you, Farah. Next, I am going to explain about Microsoft PowerPoint. Microsoft PowerPoint is a presentation program created by Robert Gaskins and Dennis Austin. Besides that, PowerPoint was originally called Presenter. It was created in 1987. And you can also create presentations from scratch or a template. Next, there are lots of features in Microsoft PowerPoint, and some of them are animations. It is to make the slides more interesting for the audience. And then slides transitions. It is to make the slides more engaging to the audience. And then image and videos to attract the students' attention about the topic learned. And then charts to make the slides more organized. And then the features of removing background from image to make the image look clearer. And then there are also features of add audio narration to help deliver the information more effectively. It can be seen clearly that there are lots of advantages of using it. Next, it also makes the students become more motivated to learn the topic taught by the teacher
since the teacher use captivating teaching materials in their teaching session. And then it is also accessible for all categories of users. Therefore, the teacher can also teach the students how to use Microsoft PowerPoint since it would help them in the future. It is also can be used virtually anywhere. Hence, teachers can present their teaching materials anywhere and anytime they want, so that the teaching and learning process can run smoothly. Other than that, there's also an example of using Microsoft PowerPoint. For instance, if the creator required to produce a presentation of a storybook consists of at least 15 slides, he can use a consistent theme so that the slides look more neat. And then he can also insert illustrations to make the slides more fascinating to the audience. And then he can also insert text and animation effects to make the information easy to comprehend by the audience. Besides that, he can also insert background music in order to attract the students' attention. And last but not least, he can also insert audio narration so that it can enhance the students or the audience understanding about the storylines. Besides that, there are also ways to produce an interesting PowerPoint. For example, the creator can use a consistent theme to make it more aligned. And then he can also use more image and less text. He can also play around with the layout by dragging elements around with the mouse used by the creator. And then he can also use duplicate slides feature to save the time. And then the creator can also add transitions to the slides to make it more engaging, and it is also an optional. He can also add animations to the slides to attract the audience attention, and it is optional for the creator and up to their creativity. To conclude, it can be seen clearly that Microsoft Office is extremely essential in making the teaching and learning process become successful. Therefore, teachers need to explore Microsoft Office more deeply so that it would help them produce more fascinating teaching materials. It is also to increase the students' comprehension on the lesson learned. Furthermore, students are also encouraged to explore Microsoft Office so that they can complete their tasks in a more creative way, and it would help them in the future. Next, these are the references used when completing this task. That's all from my group. Thank you for lending us your ears.